Here we are, and now I will explain you what you have to do. I will explain to you what you have to do next, and I will show you my offer. This is going to be what we are going to put on in the advertising. Better, we're going to discuss this in the discovery call. Okay, but it's very important that we get like a really great offer. Okay, now with the previous exercise you had all the solution that you had to create, which I'm going to show you mine in a moment, and again you can find all of this file here. It's going to be down below. I don't know with this video, the first one, I haven't decided yet, but below the video you're going to find my whole situation right here. Okay, so we need to find the solution to everything. Okay, so all of the areas that we were flagging here, friction points, everything, how to sleep better if I go back to my regular diet, lifestyle. Oh, this is something actually, the maintenance, I want to do it as a bonus. Yeah, I think I want to do this as a bonus. I'm gonna put, let's put this 6 if I can. No, it goes to 1, so I'm gonna do it like this. 6 bonus, very important. What to do maintenance after phase 1. And this is something we can value a lot because it's essentially a new plan. Can really make it 397, why not? Because it's essentially like a general plan and gives advice about what to do. I think this is going to be really good. And maybe I'm going to put the note to do here because we don't have it yet. Okay, I'm going to put to do. That's going to be something important to do. Okay, see, there is a lot of good stuff that I learn and I do better when I'm teaching you. Okay, so everything we designed here, all the main plan, all of the bonuses and everything, then you need to divide them. Okay, you need to divide them from some of the stuff into offer, the main offer, the 1.0 package. This is going to be our main package. This is going to be a main package, and then you're going to have lots of bonuses. Now the bonuses, they need to be either more interesting than the main package or kind of at the same level, because psychologically if the bonuses are so like powerful, people will think, oh, how good is the offer if this is just the bonus. Okay, so you can go ahead and divide them in the way that you want. I would say the main part here, the personalized supplement and dietary plan, if you decide to do it personalized, this needs to be in the main offer, and then you can put some other stuff in the bonuses. Okay, now in the end I will explain to you about the bonuses, how to add scarcity and urgency. We're going to do it together in this video here because it's just, there is no need to make 52,000 videos just for that. Okay, now important point, when you create the 1.0 package, the reason why I call it 1.0, by the way, is because this is what we're going to sell to the first type of people who will book the call with us. Okay, now there could be we're gonna obviously learn from the feedback of the people talking to us, and based on that feedback we are going to improve and make the package better and better and better. So maybe it's going to become 2.0, then 3.0, then it's going to be basically the ultimate version. After you speak with like 30-50 people, I mean, you will know if there is anything missing, and you will know what else you need to put for you to be able to close many sales. Okay, now this is an important note, and I wanted to do this because I know you guys, I know you want to start to do like the perfectionist. You see, even my body language close when I think about you guys trying to do the perfection. Listen guys, create this, but do not waste the time to create all of the good sleep diet food list, blah blah blah, strategies to sleep a bit better tonight. No, do not do that. Okay, you create the skeleton of the plan, then you start to try and sell it. So you go to the advertising. If you want to do it like organically, we start to sell. Why? because from the sales call to the first appointment, there's going to be some days. Okay, so like maybe a couple of days. So they come to the sales call, they pay you, and then you're going to talk to them in a couple of days. Then you always say that you're going to be taking about 5 to 7 days after the initial call to deliver the plan. So essentially you have 1 week to work on all of that, but it's much, much, much better to work on all of this once we know that people are interested. The last thing you want, because it's going to break your heart, is to work for 3 days on all of these parts here and then realize you do not have a market. So please do not do it. I'm not doing it. Okay. I have no idea. Like I have like some ideas because I have researched the niche and I studied several papers, so I know what I have to do. I need to work on neurotransmitter, membranes, gut flora, reduction of inflammation, receptors, the receptors. So I know my part. I did my studies, but this is not ready, and that's exactly what we want. Okay. When I get someone to book, this is when I will make it ready. And keep in mind that this is like our whole offer. You're not going to talk about the whole offer all the time because sometimes there's not going to be any need. And some people may forget. It doesn't really matter. Like people are not buying the package per se. People are buying the package to get better. Okay. So please remember this. We create the skeleton, and before you start to work on all of these areas, you start to advertise, you start to talk organically, you start to do like event to get people to book the call with you. This is vital. I don't want to see anyone, Nicola, it's like week 2 and I'm still working on fixing the plan. Did you start to advertise? No. That's wrong. Kill the perfectionist in you because it's absolutely unacceptable. Actually, I'm going to leave some audios in this video here, like maybe below these videos here as a bonus. And I'm going to leave you some audios to kill the perfectionist in you because it's the major reason why people don't do anything. Okay, now let me show you my plan. I'm going to go through some areas and then you can see the rest when you download. So this is my main offer. Obviously, the personalized supplement and dietary plan. And this is the way I want to do it. This includes the case taking call. This is when I make the sale. Plus, I will send the plan like a PDF via email. Plus, I will spend 10 more minutes, another call, like 10 more minutes of a call after they receive the plan to make sure they understand everything. Plus, I'm going to do a 20 minutes check-in call 1 week after they start, and another one 6 weeks, which is towards the end. And if there is any need to fix the plan and give some advice more on the maintenance, I will do that. And this is obviously something, I mean, when it comes to understanding of all of the areas that I'm telling you here, I don't think there is anyone in the world who understands all the stages on insomnia. So $900, I think it's fair. Like, I mean, I could price it more, but I think that's fine. Okay. Then this is going to be a guide, good sleep, diet, food list. I have not decided yet whether these will be videos or there will be checklists and everything. But keep in mind that as a general rule, anything which is video or audio is perceived to be of a higher value. Although when you give them like checklists, PDFs, things that they make their life easier, they are more useful and they tend to give more sales. So you need to find the balance. So here I could give them a good sleep, diet, food list in the form of a video. And then I could give them the same list I use for the video as a PDF below. Okay. And again, why am I pricing 197 for something like that? Because I know my value. I know who I am. I know that I spent way more time than anyone else in this field here. And I know that my solution based on all of this, plus the energetics, no one is going to match them. Okay. So you also have to unlock the sense of confidence. Okay. But I mean, you can price lower. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so here are strategies to sleep a bit better tonight. Because we talk, they say yes, and I give them, okay, try this tonight. After they pay, after they say yes, I tell them like try this, or at least after they pay, I contact them back, try this tonight. Okay, strategies to use to sleep even better in a week. So this is something that I'm gonna give them like right away. Why? Because I would like them to sleep maybe just 5% better tonight and sleep maybe 25% better in a week. That's going to be like a victory for me. Okay. Ultimate quick to sleep program. So I will give them some supplements to combine. This is what you do when you want to go to bed really, really easily. Nighttime ritual. And this is very interesting because, like, you may know or you may not know, I am also like a 4 time or 3 times, whatever, best-selling author on the topic of like balancing your chi, like balancing the flow of energy into your chakras. Okay, I believe in holistic medicine. I believe that human beings are not just a bag of organs, but human beings are way more. That's why we're called human beings. Okay, there is a physical component, but there is also an emotional, and I also believe a spiritual component of a human being. Like we are way more than just our mind and our body. I think like we like I'm not sure if the right word is soul, but we do have something that makes us unique. Like Nicola has something that makes him unique. You listening to this, you have something that makes that unique. That's what I believe. You may agree or disagree, but as long as we agree that it's not just healing the body, but you also have to work on the emotional and mental health. That's fine. Okay. So one of the things I do the best is to help people in something called inner journeys or inner quests to remove very deep-seated issues. As an example, if someone has a very bad relationship with like sleeping area, every time you walk into your sleeping area, you feel like afraid, you feel upset. Well, that needs to be released. And there are ways to do that. We can clear the area, we can make it better, but ultimately, it's also going to be our perception. Okay, so now I will teach you, and I will, not you, but I will teach the person how to do that. I will give them the guided audios. They just need to go through. And this is something obviously I can price high because I'm a 3 times bestseller in the topic. So this is like almost one-to-one coaching. Okay. And then truth about caffeine, guide on how to feel energetic without caffeine. And I tell them essentially, like cold shower, be complex. You're like, boom, be more powerful than when you drink caffeine. Emergency guide on how to fall asleep, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and how to balance your circadian rhythm. This is the main offer. Then I go to the bonuses, and some of them are really valuable. Okay, so first one, guide with list of brands of decaf coffee in shops, UK, US, going to be my main markets. If someone is from Australia, they will, what about Australia? And I was like, okay, I will research for you and give it to you. Okay, because why not? If they give me the $1,000, I can do some research to tell them what is better, right? Because we are here to help people and we are here to build a business. Okay. Clear, concise handout on alternative to caffeine. I tell them like my main ones: organic carob powder, chicory coffee, dandelion coffee, rooibos tea, and then I give them some hot beverage alternatives. And maybe I can give plus more. We can work a bit more to find more here. Alcohol, you're a therapist. I don't need to tell you how much alcohol destroys the brain and destroys the receptors for the hormones. So I'm going to give a tasty alcohol alternatives for the recovery phase. And they need to find something that works in a nice way. Obviously, this is something I have to research, see, but I'm still going to go on the market. Very beautiful here, the ultimate guide to your sleep tempo. And this is something I decided they're going to receive for booking the call. What does it mean? If they book the call and they show up, at the end of that call, I will send them an email, normally with the checkout page. But if they if they buy right away on the call with me, I will still send them this one here. This is going to be our, essentially my bribe to get them to be on the call with me, okay? So you're going to receive this whether you come or not, and this is something I value and I research a lot of it, so you're going to receive it, okay? Now, I want to add this one here, what to do to maintenance after phase one, and maybe this one here actually, it's probably that I put it in the scarcity, in the urgency thing. So let me do that right now. So I'm going to do this. Do we get, yeah, beautiful. Okay, very well. Now I will teach you about the urgency and the scarcity. Okay, so what's the difference between scarcity and urgency? So it's very simple. Scarcity is a matter of quantity, whereas urgency is a matter of time. Okay, so let me show you. So what I will tell them here, I can only support 3 new clients a week with the Ultimate Sleep Formula. And this week I already have several better sleep calls booked. Now will be, this name may change. I will decide how to call it. Okay. And this is not going to be a lie, because if I'm advertising, it's reasonable that I will book several calls. Okay. Maybe I notice that I can do 5, and then I will put 5. I don't know, like at the moment I can imagine like getting into the business 3 new clients per week at the beginning. Then it can become 5, because I don't know how much I have to research, and I don't know how how much of an impact it will have at the beginning. Obviously, as I get better and better now, if this was Candida, I would easily get maybe 7 per week. Like when I was at my peak, yeah, I could do 7 per week, 7 at 28,000. Why the hell not? Doable. Okay. And this is what I'm going to tell them. I can only support 3 clients per week with the Ultimate Sleep Formula, and this week I already have several better sleep course book. If you take too long to sign up, you might miss your slot, and that means you will not be able to receive your program for 2 weeks, because it takes me 1 week to create the program. But from the moment you sign up, you start to receive access to the resources, support to your sleep. It means if you don't say yes right now, if you do not book the call right now, yeah, well, you have a problem, because you're going to have to wait for next week and then a week after to receive the program. Obviously, I let them understand from the moment they decide to sign up, I'm going to give them resources, live resources, but the plan is going to take a bit longer, because I have to do the plan. Now, largely, my plan is in my mind, and I have already researched it, but it's not fully ready yet. And of course, if someone is not in the UK, which is where I designed the plan for, which is probably going to be more in the US than in the UK, I need to work on that in a better way. Okay, so this is the scarcity, limiting the number of people who can come to the call and limiting the number of people who can join the program. And this needs to be real, because guys, like if today someone tells you, can you get 25 new clients this week? The answer is probably no. Okay, so there is no need to create this fake scarcity. Like me working on this more than full time, because like this is my business, I work easily 60, 65, maybe 70 hours per week. Maybe you work 20 hours per week, so there will be limits. Okay, so scarcity in terms of quantities of availability. Urgency is a matter of time, and you need to be very, very serious on this. Okay, now speaking of resources, I want to incentivize and support the action takers. Very important. So this is after our call. We talk, I give them the offer, and then I tell them, so if you sign up within 48 hours of this call, I'm willing to add 4 more beautiful bonuses. They probably are 5 at this stage. Then maybe I can move some more. We'll see. This one is probably one of the best ones. The ultimate guide of guides, of the most common types of restaurant, UK and US, like Chinese restaurant, Japanese restaurant. And I will tell them what to eat, what to avoid, what to be careful with. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through the menus of popular restaurants and put this is okay, this is not okay, boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be like a mini booklet. And then I'm gonna add this one here, what to do in the maintenance after phase 1, because phase 1 is gonna be 6 weeks. What do you do? And this is also extremely valuable, okay? And these 2 here, they are normally more than enough to get the booking. So I think I will move the other stuff. No, also this one here is really, really cool. Guide for eating in when exhausted with easy to achieve meals in 5 minutes or less. So this is something also very important, because let's say they did not sleep properly, but they still need to eat to eat something good, because otherwise they're going to sleep even worse and the vicious cycle will continue. Well, how do you do that? I'm going to give them 5 breakfast ideas, 5 snacks, 10 lunch and dinners, so like to really support them. Okay, this will include shopping advice on what to keep at home all the time to support sleep. This is very valuable, because this answers a lot of issues that they have. What do they do if I'm too tired? What do I buy? Really, really cool. I'm thinking here a video course, what is sleep and why do we need it? What happens when you are deprived? I don't know if I'm going to keep it here or move it up, because I think this already has enough teeth to go like that. And guide on how to calculate deep sleep and how to go easily into deep sleep. Maybe I'm going to keep it, maybe I'm going to move it. Okay, but this part here is done. Now, the next part, the guarantees. And this is what I would advise you for the guarantee. Now, obviously, you can do money back guarantees. You can do what you feel comfortable. Like one of the best guarantees is like a trial period. Like join the program, stay 1 week, and you don't pay me for the first 7 days. And then if you feel the program is for you, then you start to pay me. Okay, so they check out. They go through the checkout, and then they will be able to buy later. Okay, so I really like this here. I don't normally, this is what I use, for example, for my marketing course. Would I use it in therapy? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will in the future. I'm testing. But for now, this is what I want to do. Two guarantees. The first one, book the case taking call for free. So this is the discovery call, but essentially you're getting like the beginning of a consultation with a top nutritionist right away. Okay. See if you like it, what I say, see if you like what I say, the way I work and everything. In the end, you will decide whether to sign up or not, and you will still get a super bonus. So I give them, in any case, the ultimate guide to your sleep tempo, and I will send it after the call. So I'm making sure that they come to the call together with the checkout page. So this is essentially a reframe of the idea you're going to do a discovery call, because you're going to be, well, okay, this is like the guarantee, this is the free part, then you decide, okay? And then I'm going to add another one, which I think for health is one of the best ones, and it works like this. If by the end of the 6 weeks program, you will not sleep substantially better, so keyword here is substantially better, so we need to give them like good results, okay? That doesn't mean we have to solve everything in 6 weeks. It's probably not going to happen, but if the quality of the sleep was a 2 out of 10 and then it becomes like a 5, well, it's like more than double to what it was. So it is substantially better. My promise is I will personally coach you for free for a further month or until you sleep better, whichever comes first. So here I'm essentially guaranteeing that if something goes wrong, and it shouldn't, but if something goes wrong, I will still be available to help them. I will still be around. And again, this gives them way more confidence on the result, because maybe they don't believe they can do everything in 6 weeks, but if I'm still around and they don't disappear and they don't have to pay me again, this is a good, strong guarantee, because it's like this guy believes in himself so much to be able to do this part here. Okay, why do I do that? Because it's my full commitment to get you to the result, because I absolutely know how hard it is not to be able to sleep properly, because I had the problem myself, so I absolutely know this part here. Okay, so as you can see, these are like very, very strong guarantees, and maybe I will give you like a sort of like guarantees video. I will probably do so. Yeah, I will probably do so in a moment, so you can actually have some more clarity on the guarantees. Now, that's my video. That's my video. Now, go ahead and do yours. So you need to have something similar to what I have. And I repeat the concept, please do not work on everything until you got at least one booking, okay? It's pointless, because we don't know whether your niche would be good or not. So let's do some advertising. Let's see how it works. And if it doesn't work, well, you've spent some work, but then you can go to the next, you can change niche. Okay, so this is the situation. I will, once I have a bit of time, also record the videos on the types of guarantees that you can go through. But my advice would be to do the two that I put in there. So I will see you in the next videos on the guarantees. Bye-bye.